Same, Kendo. What's up, by the way, guys? Sorry about the late start. My audio. Just took a hot shower. Absolutely scalding ass shower. So a little bit toasty in here, you know what I'm saying? I got the new 2024 water container. Check that shit out. 64 ounces, baby, half gallon. So no more of this reaching for like a gallon or a fucking whatever. No more reaching for a gallon or any of that bullshit. Yeah, man, we got that 2024 shit. Or 2025, you know what I mean. Probably gonna switch to the spout lid. Yeah, it came with 3 different types of lids. It had that straw lid. It has the spout lid where you unscrew it and just flip it. And then there was also just a straight up screw top. I don't like the screw tops very much. I like the straw tops, but they have to be made a certain way where you can actually get a decent amount of water out of it. Sometimes those are made really shitty and you can like, I don't want to use this word, but sometimes you have to try really hard to get water out of them, okay? I can't say the S word that I wanted to say, but you know what I was going to say. I think we all know where that conversation was going. I think we all know. And I'm not going to entertain that. I'm not a part of this conversation, shall we say. I won't be boxed in. I have no clue what you're talking about. What have you guys been up to? I'm not trying to instigate anything. You know what? I'm not trying to instigate anything. I'm just trying to have a productive conversation, okay? I finally got a new light to replace this like reading light that comes from this side, this warmer one. So we'll actually have a light similar to the huge one up here. So that should solve that. But I was going to change the wall panels and all this other shit. I'm not doing that right now because A, I like these panels, and B, when we play a game, I have a green screen up anyway. So why the hell would I do that? So I'm not worried about that for right now. I'm just going to continue using the green screen when we play games because I like how it looks, honestly. Someone asked me, I don't like to name names, but someone asked me why I'm not playing Haunting Ground anymore. Haunting Ground is not getting played because I think it is a chore to play, and I did not enjoy what I played of it. Simply put, if somebody really wanted me to revisit it, I would do it. But I did not enjoy that game. I'm sorry. I know that seems like a game that's so up Stampede G's alley. You know, I'm sure it does, and it is in a way. But that game, I just don't believe is for me. It drives me insane. Been not doing much, looking for a job and coping. I feel you, man. I've been there. Let me tell you a little story about 2019. In 2019, well, I guess the story really starts in December 2018, but it picked up in January 2019. Bridget and I made the decision to move to a larger city to be roommates with a friend. And that ultimately was the best decision we ever made, but it didn't start out that way. We quit our jobs without securing other ones immediately. And once we got to that city, it took us a while to kind of get everything situated. So, in those few months, we were basically flat broke for a while. And, you know, it was really shitty at the time. But I think that, you know, we're both better because of it. But that's why I'm so paranoid about even vacation time, because I feel like after the third or fourth day, I just feel like I'm not doing anything and I'm ready to go back. Whether or not that's true, I don't know, but that's how I feel. But yeah, 2019, that was a tough time. And late that year, as most of you guys know, that's when I started streaming again. Actually, no, I think I started streaming closer to, I think it was actually October 2020, because we were in this current apartment when I started streaming. Yeah, I've always used everything to get better, come back stronger, etc. Yeah, for sure. And you, like you, I believe you told me, or someone told me recently, like when you get old enough, you understand that it just happens, you know, and shit really does get better. It doesn't take nearly as long as you thought it would to get better. It's just how it is. It's the reality of it. Yeah, you know, when we first moved here, 2019, I had just turned 24, and so, that was a pretty tumultuous time because, basically, I was trying to get my foot in the door in IT, while having virtually nothing but retail experience, and so since that was my background, it was kind of tough. I had to do a bunch of interviews before I got something. And, but once I did, it was all right. Things just kind of slowly built up over time. And, you know, I've told the story a million times about, you know, the boss that tried to father-son me, essentially. Like, he turned the chair around and tried to tell me, like, nobody likes a quitter, you know, that guy. That was a pretty rough patch, but at least I was working, you know. At least I was making money. And then, you know, I bounced around a couple of companies, and now I'm at my current company, and I'm very happy. So, web dev. What makes web dev the worst industry right now? I would think it's actually a pretty thriving industry, unless everybody wants to just make like fucking phone apps now, which also wouldn't surprise me. Oversaturated and highly competitive. That makes sense. Phone devs are high in demand, actually. Oh, that wouldn't surprise me. I mean, everybody wants an app to, you know, pop off and go viral in a sense. Yeah, retail is the one industry that, like, just won't go away, man. Like, specifically big box retail. When you use the term big box retail, you mean specifically Walmart, Best Buy, what's another big one? Target, you know? These types of companies, they just don't go away, at least not in the US, because they still have enough relevancy and, you know, high enough sales to maintain. It won't be like that forever, but for right now, it is what it is. This music is too loud. I just remember being flabbergasted by how many people we worked with in retail that had like 8-year degrees. I mean, seriously, I worked with a guy who had like an 8-year degree and he was making the same amount of money as me. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Because I was always sold. I wouldn't call it a lie, because if you apply yourself and you have a very specific idea of what you want to do, you can make college work for you. But I was always sold this pathway of high school, straight into college, don't waste any time, straight into an 8-year degree or 4-year degree, most typically bachelor's degree. And then immediately after that, right into the workforce. Boom, that's your career path. Good to go. And then as I got older, I slowly realized that that is not the case. It is not the case in nearly as many situations as I've been led to believe, I should say. Sorry guys, I'm just blowing my nose really quick. I know you don't need or want to hear this. Very true, Kendo. And college was not really the best fit for me either. I remember it was like this stigma to talk about it, you know? Like I had some friends that were kind of feeling the same way, and we all kind of stopped attending college at the same time. Now, unfortunately, I was a dummy, and I had basically we had this system at our university where you didn't have to fail a class, you could drop a class. And I believe you could drop up to 3 classes per semester. And on your progress reports and your report cards or whatever the semester, you know, report telling you your grade is, it wouldn't have a 0 for that class. It would just put a little hyphen, basically meaning null and void, you didn't take this class, whatever. But of course, you lose those credits because you didn't take the class, you didn't finish it. So I was a dummy, and I pretty much I just kept dropping classes left and right, because ultimately it came down to the fact that I was lazy and I didn't want to attend class. I didn't want to do anything. And so I had dropped like 6 classes in 2 semesters. And by the end of that second semester, it had just become crystal clear to me that college was not for me, at least not the way that I originally thought that it was. You know, I bounced around a couple majors. I did like comp sci, I did computer information systems, CIS. I had a great work study related to CIS. And I loved that work study. That's still one of my favorite jobs I've ever had. Specifically during the summer, it was me, two other of my friends that worked at the university help desk, and a maintenance guy named Homer. And we went around the whole ass university replacing Dell towers and monitors and just plugging in all brand new peripherals like mice and keyboards. And there's like 6 computer labs on campus. We went and replaced all of it. That was fun. So, but yeah, after that summer, I just decided not to go back to college. And I remember my boss, she reached out to me and was like, is everything all right? Like, you know, is there anything I can do? And I remembered feeling bad, but I was like, no, I just need a break. I was like, college is just not for me right now. And I made the mistake I made is I went straight into college. I didn't take any time off. Like after high school, that summer happened and I went to college immediately the fall right after that summer. That was where I fucked up. I need it. But, you know, who knows? Maybe it wasn't a mistake because then I wouldn't have got that work study. I don't know. It's one of those butterfly effect situations. It's like, I could have done it. I could have not done it. But however it ended up shaking out, this is where we are. So there's no point sitting here talking about what could have been. I'm not even that type of guy. I don't sit here and talk about what could have been all day because I just don't really care. It is what it is. I am where I am. So that's just kind of the beginning and end of it. I believe in our case, we're not lazy, just unmotivated. Definitely. Yes. No question about it. A lot of times I'm very unmotivated to get things done. It definitely depends on what it is and what type of industry it is. Like, that's part of the reason why I have been enjoying going to the gym so much, because I guess I'm trying to word this in a way that I don't sound like a consumer, you know, with a 00, but I like to get into things and I like to focus my efforts toward things that allow me to basically just get immersed in the whole lifestyle. Like gym life is a fucking lifestyle. You have to change your whole life to integrate it properly. You know, if you want to get all the cardio you want to get, if you want to work all the muscle groups you're trying to work and build and all this shit and eat right and everything else, like it's a lifestyle change and you have to do it. I have not fully converted just yet. I've just been going, 3-4 times a week. But I need to fully commit and just send it. Well, yeah, there's like, I don't know if it's a myth or not, but apparently a lot of people say like, oh, if you do too much cardio, you like kill your gains because of various different things that I don't remember, but I'm sure I saw them on a Facebook video. Oh yeah, I fucking love walks, dude. Bridget can tell you, I walked all summer, dude, all summer. And some days I walked from the time I got, or some days when I didn't work, I would walk from like noon until 6 p.m. sometimes. I mean, I would do like 12, 13,000 steps a day. A few times. I loved that shit. Fully charged AirPods, and just walk all fucking day. Playlist going. There's just no better feeling. Okay, sorry about that. Now you literally know what I did last summer. You really do. You do. Call me Sydney. I don't remember her last name. Nev Campbell. But, saving up for 100K, what are you going to request? What are you going to do about it? Not sure yet. We better figure it out, dude. You better figure it out. That's all I'm saying. Haunting Ground, I mean, hey. Listen, if somebody requested it, Fatal Frame or Final Fantasy, You seem like a Final Fantasy guy. I don't think you would request Fatal Frame. But when I see FF, that's what my brain first goes to. Yeah, that's what I thought. Predictable. Okay, not really. You're not predictable, I'm just saying. I played Fatal Frame Maiden of Blackwater, and that game was not that good, unfortunately. It was very, very repetitive, the gameplay loop of that. I mean, it literally just came down to running in a straight line until a ghost shows up. You fight the ghost, and then you run straight for a little bit further. There might be a single fork in the road, a single branching path, but right after that, you know, it just would be more of the same. Great looking game though. You know, it was originally a Wii U game and the PC port of it is beautiful, but it just wasn't that great in my opinion. I think 2 is the best. I think 2 hit the peak of everything. It nailed the RPG-like progression of upgrading the camera. The pacing was perfect. The story was interesting, although the characters are a little bit annoying, especially in the English version, because the actors, or the actresses, I should say, that play the two twins are not that good. But they don't say enough throughout the game for it to be that much of a problem. They mainly just yell for each other the whole time. I guarantee you 90% of the voice lines spoken by Mayu is just Mio. And then 90% of the voice lines spoken by Mio is just Mayu. That's it. That's all they had to do. Yes, Maiden of Blackwater is part 5. I think part 4 was also on the Wii U or something. It was like some type of weird thing where Nintendo basically rescued the IP, and for a short period of time, only the Wii. Okay, yeah, for a short period of time, Fatal Frame was like Nintendo exclusive. It was a really weird time. But yeah, over time, they started to come out on other platforms. And I got Maiden of Blackwater on PC. I'm pretty sure that the Fatal Frame 4 is also on PC, but they rarely go on sale for some reason. It's really bizarre. Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. Isn't that technically Fatal Frame 4? Or is that the newer one? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's technically Fatal Frame 4. And you know what's funny? Is when I first bought Maiden of Blackwater, I don't know why I thought this, but I didn't listen to you guys and I thought that it was the 4th one. So here I am sitting here playing this fucking Maiden of Blackwater game. I make it like 13, 14 hours in, and then Kendo tells me, hey, you know this is part 5 technically, right? You skipped part 4. And I was just... I blamed you personally for me not knowing the order of the releases. Fucking pissed off. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, what is with this expensive ass DLC though? Look at this shit. Look at these highway robbery price. Oh god, sorry. This scene is all jacked up. Look at these highway robbery prices going on right here, dude. Look at this shit. $39.99 for the game, $15.99 for a bunch of outfits and artwork, $49.99 for Mask of the Lunar Eclipse, digital deluxe upgrade pack for $21.99. Holy fuck, this is expensive. Epic Yarn Adventure is NGL very good. Just use green Steam? What is that? Are you making things up? I'm sure there's a bundle. Oh, there is no bundle. Oh, that's cool. You get the Miku outfit. Miku Hanasaki was the main character of the first game. And then Mio as well. That's cool. Yeah, that's the Mayu outfit. That's the Mio outfit, I believe. Oh, LimeWire? Oh, God. I remember trying to download, like, Baker 3 and Yeah Right and other skate videos off of LimeWire and everybody trying to give me a fucking virus. These little bastards uploading baker3.exe. I don't... Does LimeWire even still exist? It might, but I guarantee you it's for a lot more nefarious things than it used to be used for. You guys remember Kazaa Lite? I remember Kazaa Lite. Kazaa Lite was all equally terrible. Where every other person you encountered on there was trying to give you a fucking virus. Every. And there were no exceptions, like ever. Soulseek. Guys, there's a lot of older... You know what I really miss is free website providers. That's what I really miss. You guys remember GeoCities or Geocities? I don't know how you're supposed to say it. But basically, it was a website. It was a website in and of itself where you would go and you would create your own website. And it was fucking really cool. In the PS2 era, I used to make, you know, little bullshit piddly websites all the time about like Silent Hill and Fatal Frame and stuff. Pretty much all I would do was steal IGN reviews and stuff and their screenshots of the game, and I would just throw them in there, and I would just ask like, oh, does anybody have anything else they want to say about it? And like hardly anybody ever made an account or like posted on my shit. Couldn't get any attention on the internet, dude. I need attention. How? I need clout. Help me get clout. I have to go say something inflammatory on Twitter if I want clout. Kind of nuts what we could have been if we got that clout. No, I'm very happy. Being 100% serious, I am very, very happy that I did not get that clout when I was like 17 or 18, because I 100% would have turned into one of these brain rot, like, well, I guess the term would be content brain streamers. Hey, what's up, Mal? I would say long time no see, but I'm pretty sure you were in the last stream. We're talking about internet clout right now, by the way. I was saying that I'm very thankful I didn't get that clout when I first started streaming when I was like 17 and 18. Because if I did, I would have been the most non-socially calibrated fucking weirdo ever. Sitting there playing Silent Hill all day, and I probably would have been a very strange individual nowadays. Yes, it is literally the Oxford word of the year. About to make an OnlyFans to pay my bills. I mean, there are some dudes that have them. It's not impossible to make it work. What are you up to, Malin? Are you still kind of swamped and super busy like you were one of the last times we talked? Or when I asked that question, or are things relaxed a little bit for you now? Ah, nice. My God, dude. So things are kind of chill until either I start a second job or start the next semester or both. Nice. Yeah, all I have to do is work the next 2 days, and then I'm off until the 30th. So I stockpiled a shit ton of PTO So I have to work Wednesday, Thursday of this week, and then the 19th all the way up until the 30th I don't work. Or basically, yeah, I work the 19th and then I'm off from the 20th to the 30th. Nice. Yeah, but I'm sure a lot of time investment. Still, can't get away from that. God, I love the reverse wheel, man. So much. I gotta be honest, you guys. You know what I feel like doing tonight? I feel like busting out Silent Hill 1. I really do. Banging out a good plus ending. That's what I feel like doing tonight. We're gonna... I think we should get right to it, but I gotta be honest too, Stamp. We hear nothing of your background music. What? I mean, it's registering at like -50 right now, so you probably wouldn't. There. You know what? Just because you said that, Kendo. No, just kidding. Just because you said that, it's time to get deafened. Nah, my setup wouldn't allow it because I've got limiters on everything. Set up limiters, guys. It's very important. A limiter basically attenuates loud volume and makes sure that whatever you're limiting can never go over a certain threshold. I have a limiter set on my music track that way in case I ever do something really stupid and crank the volume super high, you guys don't get deafened. It'll attenuate all that shit down to like -5 no matter what happens. Digital filters are crucial. Absolutely crucial. A Mirror's Edge video randomly started playing? Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of... This is what I've learned, okay? In 4 years of... I'm very into the fucking with audio, okay? I like to adjust settings and do a bunch of A/B testing, like stupid amounts of it. And one of the #1 things I've noticed about Twitch audio that people miss is de-essing, which is the s, that sound. A lot of streamers have such harsh S sounds that it's like a fucking needle going inside your ear. It's like an ice pick going in that shit. But don't you dare ask them, like, oh, hey, I have a way that you can help that. They get really mad. I've learned that. I don't offer to help streamers now anymore. I made that mistake a couple times. Both streamers that I offered to help got very mad and acted like, you know, they took it as an affront to their streaming capabilities and got really angry. So I don't point it out and I don't try to help anymore. I approached it in the most respectful way I could too, so it wasn't me. I wasn't reading the situation wrong. It was literally just them having a meltdown for no reason. Anyways, not important. Well, it was a couple like horror streamers that I frequently watched back then. And I was just like, hey, I'm just letting you know, like, I know audio and here's this really easy way to do this and it would make it sound better for your viewers. And wow, Kendo, you spoke it into existence, dude. I sniped. Anyways, yeah, I was basically like, hey, like, I know audio, just letting you know, there's this really easy OBS filter you can apply that'll, you know, help this sound better and this, that, and the other. And both of them were like, I don't need advice from Twitch chat about my audio, thank you. And just basically like shut it down and moved on. And of course their chat like piles too, because it's like, our dear leader, you know, dunked on this person, so let's also dunk on them. You think a professional streamer doesn't know how to set up their, you know, just fucking typing at the speed of light? So I'm like, all right, well, I'm never doing that again. So yeah, you performed a summon, dude. typing around at the speed of sound to show you where it all began. But yeah, it's, you know what? It's just silly. That's what it is. It's just straight up silly. I said it. I meant it. I meant it. Is Sonic 3 the one that has Keanu Reeves as Shadow? What a weird casting, by the way. Can we talk about how fucking weird that casting is? Keanu Reeves as Shadow the Hedgehog. What? I mean, okay, but sure. Very bizarre. Brother and I are going to see it. It's a tradition. I heard that the first one was pretty good. Dude, I remember the controversy when they first dropped that. I remember because I was at that first apartment in 2019 when they dropped that original trailer with like Gangster's Paradise for some reason in it. And that version of Sonic looked like absolute shit. And people dunked on them so hard for that they basically put all of their animators through hell to redo the whole movie and actually make Sonic look like video game accurate. That was one of the weirdest things. That whole situation. It wasn't weird. It was actually cool to see. You know, rarely in an industry as big as the film industry would a company say, you know what? All this complaining on the internet, they're right. This does look terrible. Let's go back and fix it and give them what they want. Like, that was such a big turnaround. You rarely ever see that. Most people would just dig their head in the sand and say, oh, these internet incels and haters and trolls, and we believe in our movie, and we believe, or they would come out and say something really stupid like, if you don't like it, don't watch it. How well has that worked out for the people that have said that in the past, like, 5 years? Not very well. Pretty much as soon as you go out on a limb and say if you don't like it, don't watch it, it's dead. You killed it. Because you're challenging. If you're, okay, restaurant analogy, I know DSP does this a lot. You're making food and it sucks. It's fucking terrible. Everybody that comes there says, this is just mid. It's not that good. They're leaving like low reviews. And instead of saying, you know what, I should be able to do better. I've had professional training. I should be able to do better than this. I'm going to go back to the drawing board. I'm going to fix it. Instead, you reply to every comment on Yelp or whatever and say, if you don't like it, don't come here. Don't eat. Your business is dead. Why would you do that? Don't make an enemy out of your customer. I thought this was basic marketing. You know, you don't make an enemy out of your customer ever. You guys remember the G4 reboot? The G4 reboot was the same thing. That one, like, League of Legends commentator, Frosk, she goes on this, like, really long rant about how the viewers are trolling her or whatever, which it's like, dude, grow up. You're on the internet. You're going to get trolled. Like, how old are you? How long have you been on the internet? What the fuck? So, you know, she goes on this big long rant, lashes out at the viewers and being like, I can see you in the chat. Everybody, you know, there's backlash because I'm not as bangable as the old host, this, that, and the other. And then she ends it by saying, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace. And I think the company lasted, what, another 6 months before it completely crumbled? I mean, it was just incredible. Literally, when you search G4 on YouTube, the number one autofill result is G4 Frosk Rant or G4 Frosk Meltdown. That's all anybody remembers from the G4 reboot. That's it. It's the only thing anybody remembers. Nobody gives a fuck about anything else but that. Show you? You didn't see this? It's a 3-minute clip. Remastered to 4K 60 FPS, by the way. Right after this, we'll play the game, okay? So, they were in the middle of talking about Red Dead Redemption 2, and she said something like, this is one of my favorite games of all time and everything, and then she's like, but I actually have something way more important I want to talk about. Sexism in gaming. And then both the co-hosts who had no idea this was happening are like, they're like fucking taken. They're like, where did this come from? What? We didn't know this was going to be a segment.
Multiplayer experience versus the solo player one. But I actually want to talk about something so much more important than Red Dead Online. Sexism in gaming. In joining G4...
Okay.
This is not...
By the way, behind me... Oh, shit. Behind me is our old pal, Gerard the Completionist. He's right here. Look what he says, and look at their faces. Look at Adam's face. He didn't know this was happening either. Look at their faces. They're so confused.
This is not where I thought we were going, but I'm here.
I had no idea.
I'm listening. Yeah.
She straight up said, I know you had no idea.
Joining G4, I was ecstatic to be part of something that I grew up watching as a child. But every time G4 is brought up in various channels, even in this YouTube channel, we have the chat in front of us. I can see you. Without a doubt, there will be backlash because I'm not as bangable as the previous hosts. It's somehow...
Talk to him, Frost!
It has somehow been expected that you can talk about how much you jerked off to women as a compliment.
It's
not a compliment.
It's weird.
It's dehumanizing and it's weird.
And then they all like start clapping and it's, oh God, this is so weird, man. And again, I say, you're live on the internet. You are going to get trolled. People are going to say stupid shit. How long have you been on the internet to not know this? I think she was like 27 or 28 when this happened too.
Women do not exist to be nice on the eyes for you. Morgan Webb, Olivia Munn did not exist to be nice on the eyes for you.
So, like grating.
Hey, she cooking, y'all.
And that's just obvious sexism. You don't need to explicitly objectify women or declare that you hate women to be sexist. Just go ahead and check out Thorne's latest meltdown on Twitter for some spark notes. Now, here at XPlay, our reviews are written and produced by a team of people. There are too many games for one person to shoulder the burden. So we divide and conquer. And when we use language like we or I, that's the reviewer. That's coming from the mouth and experience of the reviewer reading that review. And that's not...
Yeah, this part is also really weird. Like, she starts talking about how, I guess, people were complaining because a team of people was writing these reviews. And it's like, who was complaining about this? I thought everybody knew this is a production. Yes, there are too many games for one person to sit down and write the reviews. Who was complaining about this? This comes out of nowhere.
To say that Gerard, TBH, Adam, or myself don't contribute to the reviews. We absolutely do. But it'll always be in varying degrees and take a whole team behind us. That's why we're XPlay and not Adam Play. We have done the experiment and...
Oh, this was such a huge meme. Adam Sessler starts like seal clapping after she says that. He literally just starts fucking... What are you doing? God, it's so embarrassing.
We're XPlay and not Adam Play. We have done the experiment.
What are you doing?
For the variables. Adam will read a script written by the same writer that I will read the other half of the script for, but I'll be the one flamed. And yeah, it also happens to Gerard and TBH, but that doesn't discount the...
TBH stands for the Black Hokage, I believe, was the name of his channel. Because they did a thing where they basically scouted for YouTubers to host the show, which was cool. But that's why she's saying TBH. His actual channel name was the Black Hokage.
Sexism of how it happens to me when it does. Both things can be true, that there is a general hatred of any change that isn't Adam, and that I'll receive special flame just for being a woman. And I wish I could turn the camera around so that you could see the incredible team that make XPlay. Half of our producers and writers are women. Emily, Abby, Megan, Joe, Jake, Zipper, Gabby. It goes on and on and on. Former writers that are now on ATOS like Vanessa. When you're in our DMs or on those YouTube comments or in Twitch chat right now, those reactionary threads thinking that I'm somehow ruining your current XPlay experience because you can...
Knowing how things turned out, this is so ironic to hear this.
Can't objectify me how you previously did to Morgan, or that I'm somehow less qualified to speak on something, but you can't quite put your finger on why, even though I'm reading the exact same script as Adam, but you have no problem with he's part of it. You're letting your unconscious biases ruin my day, and you're gatekeeping the game.
Oh no, not her day. Oh, that's just the end of it, dude. You're ruining her day. How could you?
Space. So maybe for 2022, we be a bit nicer, a bit more self-reflective, and we enjoy the fact that people are working hard to make free content for you. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace.
Yeah, what they didn't show is that right after that happened, everybody started clapping, and she basically took a bow. She goes like that, and like everybody was clapping, and she essentially like took a bow as they took a commercial break or something like that. Well, they did stop watching, and I think everyone would agree. I can't find any sensible human being that wouldn't say that wasn't a major reason as to why literally from the day that clip got released on their Twitter. And of course, G4, because it was one of their hosts, they put out a tweet that's like, we fully stand with Frosk and all this other stuff. Like, they immediately turned it into an us versus our consumer type thing. You know what I mean? I think literally the day that clip came out, they immediately stopped growing. It was like they hit a wall and they never grew again. They just shrunk. And Comcast had invested large amounts of money into bringing G4 back. They had like a whole studio in LA. They had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people there. You know, hosts, all the best equipment, like all the best lighting and microphones and cameras and everything. I can't even fathom the amount of money that must have been lost on this project. But the G4 TV channel that they tried to resurrect, it only ever made it to like 120,000 subscribers at its peak. In fact, I don't even know if it's still up. It is still up, yes. Exactly 124,000 subs. That's as high as it ever got. And then that was it. You know? They gave up on it because they just couldn't grow. And they were paying way too many people. They were losing way too much money. It just wasn't going to work. They did delete a large amount of videos, though. They have deleted a vast amount of videos. I think XPlay had its own channel, if I remember right. The new XPlay, I should say. Yes, XPlay had its own channel. And the XPlay channel actually reached 451,000 subs. And they were uploading up until about 2 years ago. But yeah, they just decided to shut it down because it just wasn't going anywhere. What's up, Dingy Kicks? The game industry in general fails to read the room. Very, very true. It's one of those situations where they thought because of brand strength, they were just going to be able to come back and magically like take over the internet. But what they failed to realize is we don't need G4 anymore. We did need G4 in a sense at the time because there was no YouTube. We didn't have, outside of maybe IGN and like GameSpot, there was like 2 websites you could go to get reviews. And XPlay was the first to like mix reviews with comedy sketches and you know, clever writing and stuff. But YouTubers do that and they do it way better now. We don't need something like G4 to exist. Like, this shit is obsolete. And it was obsolete 7-8 years ago. I'd say around 2014 would have been the cutoff to where we don't need anything like this anymore. You know, I get there's a nostalgia factor, and especially because it appeals to my age range, because I'm 29, I'm going to be 30 in like 10 days. Yeah, it does play on my nostalgia a little bit. I remember coming home from school and watching XPlay and Attack of the Show and stuff, but it just, who thought this was a good idea? It didn't, like, yeah, where he was like in the bathroom trying to go into the stall and the camera kept resetting. Or I also loved Sessler Cell, where he was like sneaking around trying to get somebody's lunch out of the fridge and the alarm went off and he just stayed there until he died. Fucking old age. because the alarm would never stop going off. There were a lot of funny skits back then that they would do. A lot of things involving the interns. Remember drifting? There was like a racing game where Adam was like, I'm going to become a professional drifter. And he didn't understand that they were talking about drifting race cars. He just like put on his like shoulder knapsack or whatever and started hitchhiking on the side of the road because he wanted to be that type of drifter. It was so stupid. Remember when they were actually funny? What the hell is that emote, dude? What's up? We're talking about G4 and how they collapsed like instantly after they tried to come back. Yeah, then he ended up on a racetrack out of nowhere. Dude, they did a lot. They did like a pumping iron. They did a pumping iron like parody where they just found two interns to pretend to be Lou Ferrigno and Arnold. And it was like some dancing game that they were reviewing. Hey, not much, man. I'm just chilling. I just got to work the next couple days and then I'm off for 10. I get to turn 30 in peace. You know what I'm saying? I probably will be live because I've been live every day or every time. Isn't Morgan Webb now working for Bonfire? I think Morgan Webb ended up marrying like a billionaire. Did she not? She's married to Robert Reed, an American author and entrepreneur. Yes, he played 13 seasons as a Clipper, I believe. No, he played for various different teams. Houston Rockets, Hornets, Blazers, 76ers. Yeah. Oh my God. He died February of this year. I didn't even know that. Okay, well, RIP. I did not know that. But yeah, apparently he had a very successful NBA career and then was an entrepreneur and had various different business endeavors after that. I don't know what she's actually doing nowadays. She was only born in 78. Same age as Kobe Bryant. Yeah, she is working at Bonfire Games, I believe. Although that was 3 years ago. Oh, not the same guy, different Robert Reed. Okay, I was gonna say. Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, this Robert Reed. In March 1999, Reed became the founding outside board member for IGN Entertainment. IGN went public in March of the following year and was acquired by News Corp in September 2005 for $650 million. As the majority shareholder of IGN at the time, Reed reaped the rewards of that and profited more than anyone else. So yes, he got the lion's share of a $650 million acquisition. So yeah. So he's loaded. That's crazy. I did not realize IGN was purchased for that much money in 2005. How were they worth that much in 2005? Holy shit, man. He does have a chill guy emote, I know. I've seen the proof. Alright, is it time? Is it time to bust out SH1? I actually need to get my charger cord for this, but I can literally see it from where I'm sitting. I think it's time. Let's get to it. Silent Hill. Because you knew I couldn't stay away for long. $103,000 followers for this game. That's interesting. All right. My controller is so dead it won't even turn the PS3 on. That's great. All right, let me get the green screen up, turn the PS3 on. Give me 1 second. All right, controller's connected and charging. Let me pull my green screen up and we'll get started. Okay, so if I did my shit right, boom, look at that. Actually, I already have it set up for a PS1 game, so I'm going to leave it like this and you'll see what I mean. See, fits perfect. Wait, but you can't hear it, right? I don't think I can hear it. Oh, never mind. I can hear it. Perfect. Let this intro play. All time great. Never skip. Alright, sorry about that, guys. We're back. Okay. Turn this one off. Bro, this controller is fucked. Holy shit. Okay, well, I guess we'll just leave it on and let it die.
Was I dreaming?
Wait, why did the game just start? The hell's going on here? Okay. Yeah, late night horror, dude. Haven't, I would say I haven't played these in a long time, but I think it was the end of the October marathon that we did. But the important thing is... Yeah, I know. The battery's so low it like won't even register my inputs on here. When I press down on the D-pad, it tries to say that I'm pressing X. Look at that. What is going on? Anyways. Oh, that's why, because I hit continue. Yep, it's my personal favorite. It's my personal favorite for streaming, actually. My personal favorite of all four, the original, would be 3. But for streaming, this is my favorite, because most people haven't seen this one. Let's do hard. I can tell I'm gonna have to turn off the stupid fucking smoothing filter. Just by looking at it. Yeah, this game has a very weird, or the PS3, PS1 emulation has a really weird feature called smoothing filter where they just blur everything. And when you turn it off, it looks way more accurate to what a PS1 game actually looks like, or is supposed to. Alright, so it's right here. Yep. Turn that off, and immediately it's way sharper. Of course, it's still a PS1 game. It's not going to look, you know, ultra sharp like anything modern, but you know what I mean. Certainly a hell of a lot better than it was. Oh yeah, and the only other thing I need to do, which I can do if I'm on console easily, is switch chat to the other side.
Cheryl?
There we go.
Is that Cheryl? Where are you going? Hey, wait! Stop!
Damn, this is my first time playing this on an IPS monitor, and it looks really, really colorful. Even for a game as gray and drab as this, it just looks more vibrant somehow, you know? Love that camera angle, too. Isn't this the only Silent Hill game with falling snow that isn't bullshit? Like Homecoming, where they try to act like it's ash and all that stuff? I think this is the only game where they did the snow correctly. Beware of dog. I love that sign. Does it? I don't think it does. No, I don't think it does. When you're in the town, it's just straight up fog. Better than nothing, I guess. Dude, imagine playing this shit in 1999 for real. Thinking that Resident Evil was the scariest thing you'd ever played.
What is this? What's going on here?
Now, you can try, you're gonna get ambushed by these. You can try to run all the way back to the entrance, hopefully if I don't die right here. Okay, so if you manage to make it all the way back to the entrance, you will see that it's actually sealed off now and you can't get out. So you're trapped here. Right here. Blocked by a fence. So you got no choice but to die. Unfortunately. Because you got no items, nothing. So you just gotta die. And that's just how it is. Yeah, I wasn't technically allowed to play games like this. I just got to a certain age where I was like, I'm gonna do it no matter what. You wish that were you? Why? Would be my question. Why is that?
Was I dreaming?
I love this trippy music here.
How do you feel?
Like I've been run over by a truck.
Oh, like I've been run over by a truck. But I'm alright, I guess.
Glad to hear it.
Making my camera a little bit bigger.
You from around here? Why don't you tell me what happened?
Wait a second, I'm just a tourist. I came here for a vacation. I just got here. I don't know what happened. I'd like to find out myself.
Yeah, more cops in games should be like Sybil. She just straight up gives him her gun, no questions asked.
Have you seen a little girl? Just turned 7 last month. Short, black hair. My daughter.
Sorry. The only person I've seen in this town is you.
Where is everybody?
I'd tell you if I knew, believe me. But from what I can tell, something bizarre's going on. That's all I know. What's your name?
Harry. Harry Mason.
Sybil Bennett.
Also, let's be honest, this voice acting is worlds ahead of anything that was in Resident Evil 1. It just is. It's
The phone's
so much better.
and the radio too. I'm going back to call in some reinforcements. Hold it. Where do you think you're going?
My daughter. I've got to find her.
No way. It's dangerous out there.
In that case, I need to find her now. Cheryl's my little girl.
Am I being detained? And if not,
I can't
why
just
not?
leave her out there by herself.
That's what Kendo would ask Sybil.
Have you got a gun?
No.
Take this, and hope you don't have to use it. Now listen to me. Before you pull the trigger, know who you're shooting. And don't do it unless you have to. And don't go blasting me by mistake. Got it?
Yeah, thanks.
You do best to stay nearby. I'll be back with help as quick
Yeah.
as I can.
That's not safe gun practice at all. All right. Watch outside. All right. Someday someone may experience these bizarre events. Hopefully they will find my notes useful. So we have a lot of saves. I might be running out of space on this memory card, so I'm just going to start overwriting here. They do a little bit of a callback in Silent Hill 3, where the first melee weapon Heather has is a knife. I think they just give her the knife, though, by default. A radio. Is it broken? Can't hear anything. Hey, that's one of the radios we have as our sub badges. Let's go.
Huh. Radio. What's going on with that radio?
I should have already got the pistol out, but whatever, we'll do that now. You gotta space out your shots.
This is not a dream. What's happening to this place?
Alright, so now we grab this. No, using the knife against those is a fucking nightmare. You do not want to do that. No, it's not. A newer game, sure, but not in this one. Alright, so first things first, I like to treat these as a pseudo walkthrough. So you're going to grab these 2 boxes of ammo, and then the first thing you're going to do is go to this convenience store up here. And we're going to stock up on more stuff. Just straight up. And then you're going to get to a convenience store that's full of health items and a couple more boxes of ammo. Make sure you grab all this because you're going to need it for the school. Yeah, 2 more health drinks. Also, a lot of people don't know this, but this was supposed to be a very near launch game for PS2. The only reason why it wasn't is because they didn't get the development kits in time. So they just decided to finish it out on PlayStation 1. That's why it came out so late, like 1999. But if I remember right, the PS2 came out either very, very late to 1999 or super early 2000 in Japan. I think it came out like February 2000 in Japan. Hey, what's up, Wang? Yeah, we're actually playing a video game tonight. Can you believe it? Haters said I couldn't do it anymore. They said I was washed. And a good one, yeah. old dog can learn new tricks. I mean, this is nowhere near a new trick, but yeah. I'm capable of it, but I'm choosing not to. I need to get rid of this annoying shadow, dude. There we go. That got rid of the shadow, but it also... No, the shadow's still there. What the fuck? Am I, like, too close? Ugh. You can see that, like, backsplash behind me. See? Whatever. Yeah, you can see a little bit of a shadow back there, but I don't give a shit. I'm not going to dwell on it. That's something that I will have to sort out on my own time. That's a me problem, not a you guys problem. You piece of shit. I'm not going to make a scene about it. Yeah, it's very hardly noticeable. Although now that I pointed it out, you won't be able to unsee it. Again, one of the first melee weapons Heather gets in 3 is a steel pipe.
Isn't this Cheryl's sketchbook? She's at the school.
Ugh. Gotta sit up straight. A posture check. I need a posture and a vibe check stat. This sketchbook is also in 3. At the very end. This picture, it's me. The first picture that Cheryl drew in the sketchbook that I gave on her 5th birthday. Alright. So now, considering all the ammo we've picked up, look at what we have. 55 bullets, plus 15 in the mag. 1 first aid kit and 5 health drinks. So we're already fairly stocked up and ready for the school. So now we just gotta head that way. And there's gonna be more pickups along the way. So we're in good shape now. You just really need to make sure you do it at the beginning because you won't have a chance to later. I just need to make sure I don't take this hit here. Oh my god, this D-pad. This D-pad is so mushy, dude. Bitch went for another one. Literally female dog. The game ate my inputs, dude. No, Sick Boy has gone on record saying he's one of my mods. This game has awful controls, and I will agree. They're very, very delayed. Once you get used to them, they're fine, but for someone that's used to modernity and good modern day controls to come back and play this, yes, I could see how you could get really annoyed with it really quick. 11th Street, yes. So we're going down here. There's a doghouse that we're going to need to get a key out of, but he technically doesn't know that yet. So we have to go look for a scrap of paper on the ground first, and then he'll know to investigate the doghouse. So I'm just going to go straight there, since we are knowledge havers on here, and we know exactly where to go. Yes, there's no dog around, even though 2 of them are actively attacking you. That's just, you know what? That's just how Harry Mason thinks. You know what, dude? Doghouse, 11th Street. So now that we've read this, we know, hey, we should go check out that doghouse. And it's up this way. Oh, that was lucky. House key was hidden in the doghouse. Take it. And it is the key for this door right here. Wow, that was lucky. This These dogs are no joke, dude. I believe there's another box of ammo in here, yes. Now, this was before they would have the main character's heads look at important items. They introduced that in too. So the way that they made items stick out in this is a little bit more clever. They just made them really vibrant colors that stick out. Like handgun ammo is a vibrant red, shotgun ammo is blue, and rifle ammo is yellow. So all primary colors. Now, I see a lot of people get stuck here, especially on a first playthrough. There are 3 locks, but you just got to check this right here and it'll tell you everything you need to know. Something is written on the map, hanging on the wall, copied it to the map. It says keys for Eclipse and it tells you exactly where to find all 3 of them. Not trying to put him out there, but my man Josh, he, on his first playthrough, ended up looking up a speed run for this part because he got lost. Which I get it. You know, if you don't know to check that wall, you would be very lost. But yeah, you just got to check it and you're good to go. All right, so very conveniently, he copies the important stuff to his map. So now we know this alleyway, straight on this road that I'm already on, and then straight down from there. Hey, it's Elroy Street. YOLO's in the game. I think I made that joke last time. Elroy Preston, which is definitely his real name, by the way. Don't you fucking try it. That's not his real name. He straight up doesn't use his real name anywhere. To my knowledge, at least. So we're going to keep going until we find a cop car. The first key is going to be in the trunk of the car. And we should be coming up on it any second. If he gets close, you just stop. See? If they're getting too close, you just stop and they'll miss because they'll overshoot. Yep, there it is. And I'm going to strafe out of this. Oh, you piece of shit. How did they get that hit? You lucky fucks. Yes, I have played Shattered Memories. It's been a long time since I played it on stream, and I actually do enjoy it. I don't know who Elroy Street is named after. I do enjoy Shattered Memories, but I need a Wii. I need to play the actual, like, proper version, which is on the Wii. Which I do intend to do. I just have to, you know, buy a Wii and a copy of Shattered Memories, and those are not... The Wii is cheap, but the copy of Shattered Memories ain't so cheap anymore, so... I'm sure I could emulate it, but emulation is never going to compare to the real thing. I hear there's a lot of weird issues with, like, the sensor bar and the Wii remote when you use the emulator. Alright, so... Yeah, most names are Stephen King references, but in general, it's just authors. Like Bachman, Richard Matheson, Andy Block, Bradbury, Ray Bradbury. Yeah. Midwich I don't think is, but Finney definitely is. On the other side of town, there's... I don't know why I can't remember, but there's a lot. Most of the roads are named after authors. You'll see it once we get over there. Here, it looks like somebody tried to shoot the dog's head into the basketball hoop. Look at all the blood splatter on there. A dog's head. Key of Woodman. I mention this mostly every time, but obviously these are supposed to be Wizard of Oz references. But for some reason, instead of Tin Man, they have Woodman, even though he looks like Tin Man. So my guess would be either a translation issue or... Oh, it's King's main pseudonym. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Was it Richard Bachman? I don't remember. It's Woodman because he has an axe. I don't know. Okay, now we just go over and down, and this is where we'll find the last one. And then we're just going to head right back to 11th Street and back in, and that'll get us to the other side of town. This one's weird. It has like the clearest sound effect in the game right here. It just, for some reason, gets ultra clear. Yeah, Richard Bachman. Okay, we're going to quick turn and just run to make sure I don't get hit. Nice. Okay, straight back to 11. What is it, Queen Burger? Wonder when they decided to change it to Happy Burger. Yeah, Queen Burger in this game. That's interesting. Piece of shit. Got a cheap shot in. Oh. Hey. I will take it. I don't usually grab this health drink, so I'm going to take advantage of the fact that it's an extra by using it. And we still have 7, so we're in good shape anyway. What always weirds me out about this game is how comically oversized the roads are. Like, look how long this look how huge this crosswalk is. Like, what the fuck is up with this, dude? The town is like 3 sizes too large for like realistic scale. You know? Yeah, the roads are fucking massive. It just makes you feel tiny. It's almost like the Shadow of the Colossus effect, where the world just looks so huge that you feel tiny. I think there is another pickup here, but I'm not going to spend time getting it because it's going to put me at risk. We're just going to head back to 11 and not worry about it. I'm pretty sure we're on 11th Street now. Yes, we are. So we've got all of our keys, Lion, Woodman, and Scarecrow. Let's head on back. Oh my god, that was like a fucking millisecond away from getting hit. Oh yeah, we never looked at. That's the Scarecrow. Oh yeah, something pretty interesting about this game. It's very unique among PS1 games because the menu actually runs at a different resolution than the game. So it's not the case on this version because I'm playing the digital download on PS3, but the PlayStation 1 version runs at 240p in the regular game and 480i in this menu. So a lot of times if you're playing on real PS1 hardware and you're playing on like a modern display, it'll actually cut out and it'll reload in 480i every time you go into this menu. So it's actually really annoying for people to play this on real hardware. And that's one of the reasons why I play it on PlayStation 3. Because it doesn't have that problem and the whole game just runs at 480i. And you're just kind of good to go. So little known fact. The Tin Man, oh yeah, you did say that. The Tin Man was originally a woodsman named Nick Chopper who lost body parts in accidents and replaced them with tin. Yeah, you did say that last time, my bad. Dude, it's been like 2 months. It's been 2 months, how can you expect me to remember? What is this? It's getting dark again? What's going on? Alright. Arguably, the darkness is a little bit more oppressive in this game than the fog, but I'm glad they have a mixture of both. You lived in Kansas, yep. Dude, Wizard of Oz used to scare the shit out of me as a kid, I'm not gonna lie, especially the tornado part in the beginning. I've told Bridget about this, but the first time I saw that, that shit like scarred me. Where the guy's like screaming on the horse, like, it's a twister! And then you see that footage of the tornado slowly approaching, and that effect is like super well done, even now. Even now, the tornado effect in that movie is very convincing. I forget where the footage is real, like it's real footage of a tornado, but it's the way that they like did the effect with the actors that makes it look so convincing. The monkey, yeah, the flying monkeys were scary, the fucking witch. There's a lot of stuff about that movie that's disturbing. And then, of course, knowing, like, the movie industry at the time, how fucking evil it was. You know, Judy Garland, let's just say she didn't have such a good time filming that movie. So knowing all the crazy dark-ass history around it, and the original guy that played Tin Man, he didn't die, but wasn't he, like, hospitalized because of the lead paint or whatever? Buddy Epps, I think, was the guy who was supposed to originally play the Tin Man, and he had, like, a severe health episode because of the lead paint they were using. Yeah, the sound is especially convincing. Wow, look how laggy this is in the bus here. I love that shot of the falling snow, though. That's a great shot. The ash, yes, I apologize. We were having this conversation in, you guys know Carcinogen, Resident Evil player? He does like all the challenge runs, and he also plays, you know, some Square Enix games every now and then, and he's an Onimusha fan too, I recently learned, which is very cool. Hey, what's up, Shadow? Fuck. Oh god, okay, I took my finger off the square button for a second, and I almost got hit. Let me get inside the school where it's safe. Alright. We were talking about that in his chat the other day, of like how annoying it is to casually play the Silent Hill 2 remake, because inevitably the conversation about snow and ash and Centralia will come up. During his streams of the Silent Hill 2 remake, he had to like debunk that at least 10 different times that I counted. With some dude would just come in, "Oh my god, streamer, did you know that Silent Hill is based on a real town named Centralia?" And every single time he would just like roll his eyes and be like, "Yeah, that's not true, actually. That's been debunked many, many years ago." It's just movie bullshit that people have perpetuated until the end of time. So Terry, who was the dog Toto, was actually a girl and was injured after being stepped on by one of the extras during the Emerald City welcome scene. Filming actually halted for a few months because of it, and Judy Garland took a brief break by taking care of Terry in her home before returning back to filming. It's definitely Ash from the eruption of Valhalla, dude. Oh my god, Bat Chest. That's so sick, dude. Why can't it be like Disney's Marvel's Avengers, where there's like a Thanos snap and he turned everything into ash? Wouldn't that be so epic? More Ronaldo. Ronaldo? Gordon. This must be the list of teachers. This game predicted Cristiano Ronaldo. It's written in blood. 10 o'clock. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, well, my reverb profile got all fucked up. It was not supposed to sound like that. What about that? There we go. Gold in an old man's palm, the future hidden in his fist, exchange for sage's water. 5. Darkness that brings the choking heat. Flames render the silence, awakening the hungry beast. Open time's door to beckon prey. 12. A place with songs and sound. A silver guidepost as untapped and lost tongues, awakening at the ordained order. So these are very well written ways of cluing you in to where you need to go to advance past this part of the game. But of course, on a first playthrough, I was very, very lost and I had no fucking idea what any of them was talking about. I almost gave up and looked up a walkthrough. A picture of a door. I don't know who drew it, but it's certainly in bad taste. But yeah, there's also the whole thing about like her getting groped on set all the time and like You know, everybody was constantly clowning on her. Now imagine being 13 when the game dropped. Yeah, I was born December 94, so did this come out in December 99? I don't know, but I was 5-ish when I was either 4 or 5 when it came out, so. We need to go to the courtyard. I think I went the wrong way. I did. Did I get the map? Yes. Oh my god. I forgot this dude was right there. Nice try, bitch, but he missed. Alright, so first things first, we gotta get up to the second floor. We're gonna go to the alchemy lab. Or I guess just the chemistry room. The alchemy lab. Sounds like a normal day in Hollywood. Great place for your bro to set up a tent and follow his dreams. Oh my god. Got him. Oh my god, that was brutal. Holy shit, man. You know, I've actually been talking to him recently. He like properly apologized and we've been talking a little bit. Nothing crazy, but I got banned from my library for printing walkthroughs from GameFAQs. I blame the whole survival horror genre. Why would they ban you for that? They have printing services. It's not like you were printing porn or anything stupid. That's a fairly civil thing to do. I would think. Fucking comment was. Oh my god. That was something, dude. Alright, so it said gold in an old man's palm, so now we have this one. Do you guys remember how awkward it was the first time you were around when somebody got fired? I did, yes, I did. Because I had just heard people say the word GameFAQs and I assumed that it was Game Facts or Game FAX, as in like a slang way to say facts. And then I was like, FAQ? What the fuck? What? And still to this day, I don't call them walkthroughs. I call them Game Facts. Even though FAQ is frequently asked questions. You know this. I'm just saying. That's just what I do. Anyways, the first time I was ever around when somebody got fired was actually my work study at college. And you talking about the library thing reminded me of this. If I take a double hit here, I might die. Okay. Anyway, you talking about the whole library thing reminded me of this. There was this guy who was a little bit of like a social outcast, which to be fair, we were an IT department, so naturally in the IT world, you work with people like that. And he was our closer. He was the only closer there from like 8 to 10 p.m. Basically, nobody ever came in, and he knew that at that time. So, I come in the morning, and he's basically in the office already, even though he's not even supposed to be there, getting talked to. And I'm like, what the hell happened? And one of the bosses there took the time to like walk him out, and then he just left and never came back. And I was like, oh, what the hell? And I kind of dug a little bit. I was trying to figure out what happened, and they came back to me and they told me that he had Googled at like 9:35 p.m. It triggered a security alert from our like cybersecurity team or whatever, because he went to a porn site after Googling very hot girls kissing. That's exactly the search term that he used, as if he's like a 60-year-old man on Google. Keep in mind he was like 18 or 19 at the time. So that was awkward as hell. That was the first time I ever was around somebody as they got fired. And it's always awkward when you're around when somebody gets fired, but for that reason in particular, that is a yikes. That's what I'm saying, dude. Everybody had phones at the time. The iPhone 5 had just come out. Like, everybody had phones. They had data plans. They had, like, dude, look it up on your phone or some shit. Don't use the work computer. Anyway, a tale of birds without a voice. First flew the greedy pelican, eager for the reward, white wings flailing. Then came a silent dove, flying beyond the pelican as far as he could. A raven flies in, flying higher than the dove just to show that he can. A swan glides in to find a peaceful spot next to another bird. Finally, out comes a crow, coming quickly to a stop, yawning and then napping. Who will show the way? Who will be the key? Who will lead to the silver reward? Hey, what's up, sick boy? No, not too late. We've definitely streamed later. Okay. Hey, you're actually on my time right now, aren't you? Yeah, you're in the US of A. You're on my time for once. That's why it feels like a late stream. Because normally this would be like 8 p.m. for you, right? Yes, normally it would be 8 p.m. for you. Okay, I'm gonna have to exercise my Second Amendment right and defend myself. Whew, okay. Damn right, baby. Oh, you piece of shit. I remember one time when my brother was like 9, I found these search baobs on my computer. What the fuck? Felt so K-Kona. Truly, you'll never feel like that again, dude. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Yeah, I'm gonna need to heal really quick because I've taken way too many stray hits. School is very easy to die in, so you gotta... Why did those shots whiff, dude? Okay. Oh, you... Okay. He was just standing there. Flexing. He was standing there mogging me, dude. Give me a second. Go blow my nose. Oh, you mean typing like 80085 and then turning the calculator around and it said boobs? We thought we were so fucking clever, dude. We really did. We thought we were so clever with that one. Man said titties. Alright, now we gotta find... Oh my god, I'm gonna take a double hit here. Okay, we got lucky. Dude, I've taken... Oh my god, I've taken way too many stray hits here. The only thing you need to avoid is that type of shit. Literally, that's all you need to avoid and you're on easy street, and we have not done it, so... Okay, so we need to go up. Okay, I'm not gonna bother. Oh, I almost stopped. That would have been bad. Nope. Of course you would. Boobies. Yeah, that was even dumber. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's right here. Yeah, so we're gonna go down this way. Actually, no, this would just put us... Oh, yeah, I did it opposite. I was supposed to go down this way. So the interesting thing is you can actually turn your flashlight off to avoid these guys. Their pathing gets all messed up when you do that. The only problem is I can't fucking see when I do that. So... Okay. Oh, please. Just get out of the way already. God, we're using way too much of this. Let me go ahead and reload this as well. Good thing is we won't need pistol ammo for a while, so we're in good shape there. So now we should be where... Okay, now we're where we need to be. This guy is gonna... I was gonna strafe around him, but I guess that ain't happening today. Every stray hit in the book is happening in school. Wow, what a dumbass. He tried, though. He really tried. He really tried hard. Swing for the fences. And he fell flat on his fucking face. Some trashy 7-Eleven lasagna. That sounds good as fuck, I'm not gonna lie. There's gonna be like 3 in here, probably. Oh, never mind, they're all dead because I killed them earlier. Alright. So now we should be able to go through here. Let's wait. So that's school part 1. That's part 1 done. Now we move on to what's considered Otherworld School. You can hear the siren. Killer. You like my literary analysis going on right now?
Bruh.
Oh, he was so flabbergasted he couldn't even speak. What?
Have I been here before? I don't remember this being here before.
No, and we are not cooked. Chat, this is not real and we are not cooked. But if it was real, in the event that it was real, we would in fact be cooked. I'm just a manifestation, actually. One of my favorite rooms in the game right here. A large fan is rotating. A huge fan is rotating. If approached carelessly, I may be sucked in. Look at the corpse up there, too. There's a corpse in between them. Hershey's or Cadbury's? Me personally, Cadbury's. Neither if I want to, like, live to be 50 years old, though. And not have diabetes. Oh, you piece of shit. That was close. Okay, we got new enemies now, the little cult roaches. Oh god, that was scary. The delay almost fucked me up there. The picture card. We need the picture card, and we also need the pink ball, which is in the infirmary at the... No, it's in that storage room that I just passed, actually. So I'm a dummy. I gotta go back and grab it. Yeah, I would say neither on that one, Kendo. Oh my god, he just stopped shooting, dude. Why? I think I just passed it again. Nah, this is the one. Yeah, we need this. I'll show you why in a second. God, so many stray hits. I'm gonna have to blow through all my fucking health drinks. Bullshit. Oh my god. Just start bitching about the game like DSP. Down to 67 handgun. That's still quite a bit, but we shouldn't be this low. No fucking way. A Tootsie Roll. Alright, and we really badly need to get to... Oh my god, dude. This fucking D-pad is fucking me so hard right now. Every time I go to the left, it just stops moving. And then he freezes. Okay. We need to get to the other side. And I need to waste another heal. Yeah, we still got time to get the donos in. Or well, God, could you guys imagine an eyeliner streak in here? I can't imagine anything more cringy. I would never lower myself to that. $150 a night like DSP wants, or we don't get any eyeliner streak. Oh my god. Nah, do you guys know I haven't used it whatsoever in like 2 months or 3 months now? Like we've basically put that era behind us at this point. I gotta be ready to open fire. Oh, that was clutch. Okay. A little scary, but we got it done. How many donos for corpse paint? That would also be a little cringy, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry. If I push it, it moves a bit, but it certainly won't open. In the center of the door is a horizontal slot. What is it for? Slid the picture card into the slot. Okay, so here we have the bathrooms. This is where we're going to get our shotgun. Funny story. Very ha-ha funny. I skipped the shotgun my very first time playing this game. I didn't even know it was in here. Or that you could even skip it. And you'll notice it took a little bit longer to load once we went in there. The reason why is because it teleports you to the second floor. And when you go back out, it teleports you back. See, so now we're on the second floor. The picture card door isn't even there anymore. So we're going to grab this ammo. And now we're going to teleport ourselves back to the first floor. And get the shotgun. See how it takes a little bit longer to load? That's us teleporting. And now we're back on the first floor, picture card door, and the shotgun's in here. Let the pigs in, we need a whale. God, Phil has so many whales. It's actually crazy how many people whale out for his stream. Literally, he will beg and cry for donations, and somebody will just show up and drop like 200 a night. It's unbelievable how many people donate to a stream. I swear it has to be like 2 people with sock accounts. Leonard Rhine, the monster lurks. The monster lurks. What's that supposed to mean? We'll actually find and read an excerpt from that book later. A hanging body. Why would somebody... I'm gonna screenshot that for a future thumbnail. Okay, so now that we've got our shotgun, I'm gonna head on over this way. Ring-a-ling-a-ling. Yeah, seriously. It does boggle the mind. Apparently there's this one like ultra wealthy viewer of Phil's that is just obsessed with him for some reason, named Only Iced Coffee.
Cheryl.
But yeah, there was this super, super wealthy viewer that just stumbled upon Phil's stream in like 2018 called Only Iced Coffee. And someone did the math, and it turns out that they've donated like almost 6 figures to Phil over the years. $100,000 of your personal money being donated to a guy like that on the internet is just, it's, wow. It's something. I thought maybe I probably am wrong, but I thought I read something like it didn't necessarily get hacked, like somebody just paid to get access to it and leaked things that were in there. Maybe that was like the cover story, but I heard that like somebody just paid to be in there and just took a bunch of screenshots and leaked it. Yeah, no, I heard about that, but like they still paid to get access to it in the first place. All right, so this is why we needed that rubber ball, which again, on a first playthrough, you would have no fucking idea that you even needed such a thing. But we're going to use it to block this so that we can get water flow to a key and knock a key down into the courtyard that we're going to need to finish up the school. I've been on a social... By the way, is the Twitter mobile app busted for you guys? Because it is still broken for me on iPhone. Ever since I got my new phone, the Twitter app just doesn't load anything. I don't know if it's like that for anybody else. It works on desktop, just the app doesn't work for me. Maybe I need to re-download it or something. Not that I want to. Yeah, it's not like I'm desperate to get it back working again. I'm just saying, like, it ain't working for me and I don't know what's up. Okay, there's a hanging key. It's just out of reach. Oh, yeah. The fucking For You page is just full of porn bots, like, spamming, OMG, check out my free OF. It's true. Hey, what's up, Exeter? How you doing, man? Alright, we gotta get our asses to the courtyard, grab that key, and then there's one more key we need out of the locker room, so let's head this way and grab it. Oh my god, dude, this fucking D-pad. I'm switching my controller after school. I have to get a DualShock 2. This fucking D-pad is killing me. I've taken so many hits because it just stops moving when I press left. Oh shit. Yeah, I wasn't gonna mess with that because those roaches are tough to kill. Okay. This is a safe room. I'll take the opportunity to switch it now. Opportunity. Nothing inside. Fun fact, the timing of when that happens is randomized every playthrough. Sometimes it happens like a full 2 or 3 steps later. That way it always keeps you on your toes. Okay, this is a safe area, so I'm going to turn off my controller, let it start charging, and I'm going to grab a DualShock 2. Because this D-pad is pissing me off. One sec. Okay, already got one. Yeah, against a Ken. Or no, it was against Auto Demon, right? Okay. We have our DualShock 2 set up. And I can already feel the D-pad is more responsive. Oh, you piece of shit. Is it really going to do this? I think it's going to force me to set this controller to 2. Controller 3. Okay, the command for this is not working. Wood is online. Let's go. I might have to just go ahead and finish school. Oh, sorry. Let me just turn this one straight up off and see if this works. Dude, is this fucking thing... Is my adapter busted? There we go. Jeez, I had to unplug it and plug it back in like 6 times. Alright, there we go. Now we're on the right controller. I was gonna say, man, pissing me off. Wow. Are you guys epically trolling me? For mistyping one character. I mistype one character and I get epically trolled by the whole chat. Alright, here we go. What the fuck happened to my mic? Microphone got all fucked up. DualShock 2. Much better controller for this use. Much, much more responsive D-pad. Alright, let's finish this shit. Fondle my dongle? I refuse. I outright refuse. Such a disgusting request. Such a disgusting request, dude. Just go. I'm dead. Oh, that's great. I kind of knew it was going to happen. Now, if I remember right, there are on hard mode, you literally can only continue your saves. So we're going to be going way, way, way back here. Like when we first entered the school, way back. Yeah. It only goes based on your saves. So we haven't used any of this shit yet. We're back in the infirmary. What's the adapter called? It's a Brook. It's just a Brook PS2 to USB is all I'm using. This actually isn't that bad, all things considered. But of course now I take the hit from this guy, even though I dodged it just barely last time. No, it's not called a dongle. It's literally just called an adapter. I refuse such a disgusting word. And I won't have it. Besides, isn't a dongle like a wireless receiver? I thought that's what it was supposed to mean. Back at the bathrooms, we gotta get our shotgun again. Yeah, scary. Spooky. Skip. Oh, I guess you can't skip this. Damn it, man. We were already there. We were done with this shit. Teleport us up to the second floor. Do it. Okay, I don't think there's even anything here, but there is ammo in the other room we need to grab. Alright, now we're gonna go back to the first floor. Get the fuck out. Yes, and then over, and then up to the roof. This is the room with the phone, right? No. Yes, it is. Piece of shit. Have to make sure I'm constantly healing now. Because I'm taking all these stray hits and shit.
Cheryl!
Damn, we're so low on everything. Okay. So let's just go up the stairs. Of course, we got to take another stray hit. Every fucking room we go in, we got to take a stray hit. Hey, no problem, Siren. Appreciate you hanging out as always, man. Get some rest. You do have to examine this spot here before it'll let you use the ball. You have to examine this one here. So let's do that. Oh, goodbye, Wood. He's offline now. Oh, no. Yeah, it won't let us use it until we examine the key part, too. Because he wouldn't know to turn the drainage valve on unless you... Makes sense. He just says nothing unusual before you do that. Okay. But no, I know I've had a lot of PTO lately, but I'm still excited, dude. I don't think I've had 10 straight days off in my entire time at this department and or company, so this is going to be fun. Yeah, we'll take some time to do long streams. But yeah, it's going to be mainly a lot of gym time and just getting my shit together, you know? Fuck you. Oh my god, yes, I stray for... Why are there 3 and a fucking... Oh my god, there's so many. I need to go to... I definitely need to be on the 2nd floor. Not the roof necessarily. But I do need to get out to the courtyard to grab that key. And they're so bullet spongy on hard mode too. Yeah, the key is right here. Got that. Now we need to get up to the 2nd floor. And, oh wow, I'm surprised he didn't go for that. Also surprised I didn't get hit there. Alright, so down. Gotta get to the hallway with the locker room. Yes. So we gotta go this way and then down. Free box of shotgun ammo here. My god, this is why I died so quick, because you keep taking double hits. See, I'm literally 1 hit right now. The roach hits you while the, I think they're called Gray Child, is like strangling you. So when you take double hits, you die super quick. Yeah, this, I don't even mess with this because there's too much going on. I barely avoided that. That would have been another like triple hit. And right coming out of this room is where we died last time, so I need to make sure I'm healed as I come out of here. Alright, so we have both keys we need to finish the school. But before I leave, I need to make sure that I'm healed. 4 and 3, man. School is usually not this rough, but it's beating my ass this time. And then we just need to go straight left out of here and right. Oh, wow. That was actually kind of crazy how we avoided that. I just need to... And there's a double hit. Actually, I think this is where I died last time, too. This is definitely the worst, the easiest part of the game to die in. There's no question about that. Look at this. Now I'm going to get comboed because they put fucking 6 enemies in this room. I might actually be dead here if they swing. Okay. All right. One more. Oh my god, how did that hit? And there's the double. You see, he swung on me while I was already grabbed. Dude, I'm not gonna make it out of school with like any healing items at this rate. I thought there was one right there. Alright. There are a couple more here, though, so at least there's that first aid kit here. Alright, so here's that Leonard Rhyne, The Monster Lurks book. What? Oh my god, it's because I didn't read it in the... Yeah, if you don't read it in the shotgun room, he doesn't even acknowledge that this book exists, but it's literally The Monster Lurks by Leonard Rhyne. All it basically talks about is teen girls having an affinity for psychic powers. That's pretty much all it talks about. Something about their heightened emotional state. Hearing this, the hunter armed with bow and arrow said, "I will kill the lizard," but upon meeting his opponent, he held back, taunting, "Who's afraid of a reptile?" At this, the furious lizard hissed, "I'll swallow you up in a single bite." Then the huge creature attacked, jaws wide open. This was what the man wanted. Calmly drawing his bow, he shot into the lizard's gaping mouth. Effortlessly, the arrow flew, piercing the defenseless maw, and the lizard fell down dead. This is from an old fairy tale. I remember reading it as a kid. Yeah, the gunshots just sound very... I don't really know what the word would be. Stock? They sound like stock sound effects, which I'm sure they are. But, you know. Yeah, it's the very first one here. Oh my god. And he changed targets. Now I took a triple hit. They grabbed me and slashed twice. Yep, I was one. Again. Holy fuck, man. Not that one. Alright. With that, we officially made it barely to the end of the school. Now, if I remember right, this is right, left, left for the solution here, the quickest one. But the most important thing, if you guys are playing this game, regardless of which difficulty you're on, make sure you always go into this room first on the left, because you have 2 boxes of shotgun ammo and a free ampule, which is a full heal. So always, always, always come in here before you finish the school. Alright, so this puzzle here, I'm going to go right. And then on this one, I think I go left, left. And that should get it. No, that's not right. Although I think I see it. Yeah, there we go. Eh, sloppy, but we got the job done. Okay, now because we didn't save, the game actually does us a solid here. It gives us a continue right when this boss fight starts. So you don't have to keep going back. If you die to the boss, you will restart at the boss. Very standard school basement, you know. Most school basements look like this, I would imagine. Okay, there's a particular sound we're listening for. Oh, we still have a decent amount. Okay, that's the sound. So now when he gets close enough, he's going to open his mouth, and just like the fairy tale we read, we're going to blast him in the mouth when he opens. Pause. Yeah, like that. But we need one more. Oh. Maybe one more? How's the battery low? Both of these are off. There we go. Bitch. Easy. Easy clap. You know what I'm saying? First try. I would use the word abrasive to describe the old gun sound effects. Abrasive, I think, is a good word for it. But it's definitely true. Off-putting, however you want to word it.
What was that? Who in the hell was that?
Yeah, so now we're back in the boiler room just like before. Which is where we would have been if it wasn't the quote-unquote other world. K. Gordon key. This is another one that trips people up on a first play because there's something you need to examine at the front desk, and if you don't examine it, you won't know where his house is. But K. Gordon is a teacher, as we know. I hear a church bell, maybe? Who's ringing the bell? Alright, so there's only one door that's open, and it's the door that leads to the front reception area right here. So if you don't examine this memo that was here that had the teacher names on it, list of teachers, K. Gordon, that's it. I'll note the address down on the map. Yeah, so if you don't do that, it won't tell you where to go. So some people get lost after they finish the school, but now that we know, that's the courtyard, so we gotta go this way. We can go straight to his house. Man, I really hope Bloober does this game next. I hope that they blow our minds at some fucking, state of play or whatever and say that they're working on this. I would go ballistic. I am way more excited about a potential remake of this than I would be about 3 or 4. I'm just going to say it because this is the one that I most frequently hear people saying, I just can't really get into it because the graphics. And I understand. I'm not going to be like gatekeepish and be like, oh, you need to grow up or whatever. I get it. This game looks really archaic and old. If you didn't grow up with PlayStation 1, it's not going to be easy to get into. Since I grew up with PlayStation 1, I love the look of this type of thing. And, there's a whole, I guess, genre now of games trying to emulate that PS1 jumpy texture horror style. But I get it, if you're used to modern games or you're a lot significantly younger than me, like, especially if you're like 10 years younger than me, you're like 19, 20. Yeah, it's going to be really tough to get into. And the controls are not ideal. It's a tough one to just kind of pick up and enjoy. All right, so here's K. Gordon's house. Everybody in Silent Hill is strapped, apparently, because both houses we've walked into have just a box of handgun ammo sitting on the cabinets and the shelves. I'm going to switch to the pistol because I want to make sure I don't waste any more. And then right across the way, there's a health drink we're going to grab because I'm going to need to recoup. We are going to need to recoup all the supplies we lost in school. I stocked up specifically for it, and man, if I did not use virtually everything. Hard is no joke. You know, I actually was tempted to buy this eBay listing for Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3 for like $120, but it was all the Japanese versions. You'd be surprised the Japanese versions are still very affordable because these games were just not very popular in Japan. The first game was by far the most popular in Japan, and then 2, 3, and 4, the sales got lower and lower each time. Which, when you look up like really, really old sales figures, they allege that that's the case with every region, but I don't know. I suspect that Silent Hill 2 probably ended up selling more than 1 when it was all said and done. I mean, there's just so much. I mean, it got a greatest hits on PS2, a platinum hits on Xbox. It was out on PC. I didn't personally know anybody that had the PC version over the console versions, but except my dad eventually bought the PC version because he's just always been a PC gamer. And really, so have I. I've been a PC gamer as long as I've been old enough to like use a mouse and a keyboard with any regularity. But yeah, it was on so many different platforms. It sold really well. It's incredibly popular to this day. So I would be very surprised if 2 didn't end up outselling 1 when it was all said and done. I know 3 didn't sell as well, though. That's for sure. And then 4 was less. And you know, Konami was like, uh-oh, there might not be much more money to extract from this, so let's hold off for a while. Let's stop releasing them every year. Such a nice little continuity detail that you hear the door closing behind him before these cutscenes play.
Were you ringing that bell?
But this is the one, man. It needs the remake. Big time.
What are you talking about?
I knew you'd come. You want the girl, right?
The girl? You're talking about Cheryl.
I see everything.
You know something? Tell me.
We do, Kendo. Absolutely.
Stay back.
Gotta fix my white balance.
Nothing is to be gained from floundering about at random.
I should probably stop having it be set to auto and just set it to the color temperature that I want at all times, because it makes me look like an alien sometimes.
Concealed by Flauros.
And sometimes it makes me look super orange if I have like something blue in the screen.
Here, the Flauros, a cage of peace. It can break through the walls of darkness and counteract the wrath of the underworld. These will help you. Make haste to the hospital before it's too late.
Wait, don't go yet.
Ah, dude, I'm fucking starving right now. I would love to. I have a bunch of beef and steak in the fridge. I'm about to demolish that shit once I get done. Oh, and there's eggs too. I can make steak and eggs. Hell yeah. Wait, did I grab the drawbridge key and everything? I'll have to check. The song in there is called Clawfinger, by the way. It's one of the more interesting, like, electronic ones. I did not. Yeah, see, that's a problem. You gotta get the drawbridge key or you can't go anywhere. I think I got the Flauros, but not the drawbridge key. No, I didn't get either. Big dummy. Big dumb energy. Okay. Now, on New Game Plus, there is a jerry can full of gas that you can get here, and it goes with the chainsaw, I believe. But I don't need that, and I'm not going to get it. And also, we're not even on New Game Plus anyway, so... I don't need that cheap fucking weapon. I do it on my own. Always check these, because they usually have health and ammo. These little staircases that descend into these big chasms. Almost every one of them has a good bit of health and ammo on it, so you'll want to use it to stock up. This drawbridge is also famously in Shattered Memories. A pretty pivotal scene happens there. Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of before. Michael Crichton, Dean Koontz, Carl Sagan, yeah. Ben Simmons of the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm sorry, I'm very stupid. Anyway, let's keep going. But yeah, the old part of town has more author names on it. I love like the diamond, I guess the word for it is tessellation, but I like that diamond tessellation that happens in PS1 games too. It's very nostalgic, you know. That happens a ton in Final Fantasy VII as well. Little texture artifacting. Alright, there's another one of these staircases here. Anytime you see these, always go down because you're going to find health and ammo. And this one is no exception. So here we have, well, just one box of ammo, but hey, better than nothing. Now we're going to go to the hospital. What a piece of shit. Did you see the timing, dude? I was so casual with it, too. I've seen that one once or twice. I've been around the block. Why do I always go past that? The clownery. I'm probably going to need to do it again. Nope, he just didn't go for it. What a piece of shit. If you listen close here, you can hear the gunshots from Kaufman. Oh, shit. Okay. A little bit closer than I needed that to be. No, especially when you get here. Yeah, you hear the last gunshot. He's definitely the best voice actor in the game, though, Kaufman. His voice is awesome. And here we have the cutscene that debunks all this fucking snow and ash nonsense. All because Kaufman says, and it's snowing out this time of year.
Hold it. Stop. Don't shoot. Wait. I'm not here to fight. My name is Harry Mason. I'm in town on vacation.
Thank God. Another human being.
Do you work here?
I'm Dr. Mike.
He is on drugs. He's on White Claudia. Which I guess is some type of hallucinogen, even though it looks like cocaine.
I really can't say.
Yeah.
I was taking a nap in the staff room. When I woke up, it was like this.
Sybil shoots him too. He takes 2 bullets in this game.
Disappeared. And it's snowing out this time of year. Something's gone seriously wrong. Did you see those monsters? Have you ever seen such aberrations? Ever even heard of such things? You and I both know creatures like that.
The creature looks like, it does, yeah. What's up, psychos and weirdos? It looks like one of those fucking pterodactyl toys. Yeah. It's so fucking weird.
I'm looking for my daughter. She's only 7. Short, black hair.
She's missing.
Sounds like Animal Tranks a little bit, yeah.
But with all those monsters around, I highly doubt that she's... Sorry, I didn't mean to alarm you. Your wife, she's here with you?
Yeah, definitely what it looks like.
She died 4 years ago. Now it's just me and my daughter.
I see. I'm sorry. Well,
How did it even get in there? Do we ever find like a broken window to see how an air screamer got in here?
So long. Good luck out there.
We just hear gunshots. I don't know if we ever see how it got in. And other assorted research chemicals that used to be legally purchased on the net in '99. See, I genuinely feel for anybody that didn't get to experience pre-social media internet when that shit was just the Wild West. That was fun. There's a newspaper. This article's been clipped out. Pre-social media internet was fucking awesome. When everything was on forums. Like, Discord servers have completely replaced forums, and I guess subreddits to a degree. A Discord is like a live forum that just never ends, you know? But I remember being excited to like check my email and see that somebody had responded to a forum post that I made, you know what I mean? That shit was hype. And GeoCities, we were talking about GeoCities or GeoCities. I don't know how you were supposed to say it. I called it GeoCities. And I used to make websites for, you know, video game shit all the time on there. Free website providers are just dead in the water. They don't even exist anymore. But that shit was fun. I vaguely remember that any URL I found on ads I would go to, it's just because the internet. Yeah. Nike Talk is dead now? What is it? What's that? Was it a shoe-related podcast? I will say podcasts are the most oversaturated fucking annoying market in existence right now. Without a doubt. Every motherfucker in the world who wants to start a podcast has done so. They buy this exact mic, making everybody who uses it look bad. And they get on camera and they create the Giggly podcast or the LOL podcast. And they all sit in a circle and they record clips for their little YouTube shorts and their IG stories and their TikTok and their fucking Facebook reels and all that shit. Forum OG sneakerheads got release dates and leaks and sold things on. Oh, okay. Yeah, there used to be one for, I forget if it was known for pirated video games, but there used to be one where you could find like beta versions of games. And it was called like News Group or something like that. I remember a friend of mine from school said that his dad got like a beta version of Silent Hill 4 on the original Xbox before it came out. And I was like, that's fucking really cool. And I wish I still kept in touch with him. We're not like on bad terms or anything. But I just wish I kept in touch with him so I could have tried it out and showed it on stream someday. He probably doesn't even fucking remember that. This was like 2006 or something like that he told me that. Okay, so there's a few qualifiers in this game that allow us to get what's called the Good Plus ending. And the Good Plus ending can only be done by, well, doing certain qualifying things. One of them is this. So we're in the director's office right now. As you can see, this whole place has been ransacked by somebody. So somebody was looking for something in here. The shelves are all messed up. Who did this? And we can see a glass vial is shattered. Yeah, Silent Hill 4 was on the original Xbox. Not many people bought it on there. Most people I knew bought it on PS2, but it was there. And we've got this red liquid on the floor. A glass vial lies shattered. It's not just broken, it looks smashed on purpose. Okay, so somebody was in here. They tore the entire office. When they found this vial, they shattered it on the ground. So we're going to scoop up some of this liquid and put it in this plastic bottle. Now, what have we here? So we don't know what this red liquid is. That's why it says unknown liquid, but we will find out later on what it's for and what it does. Cherry Kool-Aid, yep. The mystery is solved. It's just cherry Kool-Aid, everybody. But yeah. Pre-social media internet was so cool. I was on a hardcore music forum called Sophie's Floorboard. I believe it was a blog spot, actually. And she would post... she would regularly post, you know, albums from bands like I Wrote Haikus About Cannibalism in Your Yearbook, Beau Navier, Jerome's Dream, Page 99, Orchid, Portraits of Past, City of Caterpillar, Circle Takes the Square, you know, a bunch of bands like that. Seisha, and would just put like little blurb reviews of what she thought of the bands, and then she would upload all the albums for anybody in the blog spot to download. And I would frequent, that's how I learned about a lot of bands back then, because YouTube was like in its infancy. We're talking like 2008, 2009. It wasn't really good at recommending you music yet. So that's how I found a lot of the hardcore music that I would eventually, you know, completely be obsessed with. What was I? Oh yeah, I was gonna go back out to the front and save. Oh dude, yeah, I remember a time where you would download literally one song. You would go to download one song and you had time to like go to the grocery store for 45 minutes to an hour to make a whole ass grocery trip, come back, and it would be at like 90%. It was fucking insane back then. We don't realize, I mean, we do realize now, but I feel like in a lot of ways people don't realize how good they had it. With that being said, I'm gonna have to go ahead and call it for tonight, because I got work super early. But like I said, once I finish out these next 2 days, I've got 10 straight days off. We're going absolutely in. I say we just fucking do a Silent Hill marathon, because why not? Because I won't really have the opportunity to have 10 straight days off for a while. So I think now is the time. We gotta strike while the iron's hot. We gotta get this shit done now. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. But if anybody would like to join the Discord, I will announce every single time I'm live, and also what we're going to be doing. I will probably do a Nightmare Fuel segment next stream as well. Oh yeah, when the fucking file corrupted at 90%, you had to restart it after an hour of waiting. That was especially painful. Either way, you guys have a great rest of the night. I'm going to break the chains on room 302 in 3, 2, 1.